second period friends. Today I'm here with my favorite cousin to teach you how to do the perfect summer makeup. First, we're gonna start by getting her hair out of her face with bobby pins. Next, we'll start with a clean base. Her face is just cleaned and moisturized, and we'll start with the base. We're doing an illuminating base today, so her skin will look glowy and very fresh. I'm gonna do one half of her face, and then she will demonstrate how to do the second half. Now we're gonna go in with foundation to make a perfect porcelain base. 2 pumps is all you need. We're gonna take a beauty blender, which is a sponge, and this will create a flawless base, just like it's airbrushed onto her skin. You have to blend it down her neck to make sure there's not a line so it doesn't look like a mask on her face. Next, we're going to take a brightening concealer. This will cancel out all the dark circles underneath her eyes, so just look up. And once again, you'll blend it in with a beauty blender so it all blends seamlessly. Now you take a powder, and on a big fluffy brush, you just buff it into her skin. This will set the makeup so it stays all day. Next for the face makeup is contouring. Today we're going to use a milk chocolate kind of color and put it right underneath her cheekbones. We put it on the hollows of her cheeks to make it seem like a natural shadow, right where the sun would hit her. Now we take a highlighter. This one is very shimmery and it'll make her face look like a glazed donut. You can put it just on the tip of her nose and it'll make it look very shiny and very cute. Now it's her turn to demonstrate how she's going to do the other half of her face. First, we're starting again with the brightening primer. Then we go in with the foundation to create a flawless base. Now she's ready to take the concealer underneath her eyes to brighten her dark circles. Now that that's finished, she's taking her powder with a big fluffy brush to create a matte look. Now going in with her contour, she's going to bronze her cheeks up so she looks very, very sun-kissed. Now she's going to take her highlighter once again to make her look very, very glowy. Prime with a concealer. A concealer is a great alternative to buying another primer because you're saving a lot more money. Priming your eyelids, make sure that your eyeshadows don't crease and that they'll last all day long, especially in the hot summer. Now to set the primer, we're going to take a white eyeshadow from this palette and set it so the colors on top will blend perfectly. Now, with a fluffy crease brush, we're going to take a color that's about the same color as her skin tone. Today we're going to use the bronzer that we used on her cheeks. This is going to be her transition color into the crease. The crease is the part of your eye that folds over, so it'll make your eyes look very defined. Blending is the key to perfection. Putting a little extra in the outer corner will add a cat eye effect and will make it look very beautiful. Once we're done with the transition, we can go in with a little bit of a darker brown. I'm going to use this one called Milk Chocolate, and it will make it look a little bit deeper and a little bit more sultry. Next, we go in with the flat shader brush. This is a brush that's very flat and very small to get into precise areas. We're going to wet it with a setting spray. This one's a dewy finish. Wetting the brush will make application of a shimmery color very bright and it'll pop a lot. So we're going to take a champagne kind of color and press the pigment into her eye. Since the shade has pink undertones, it'll bring out the blue in her eyes. And now we're taking a highlighter shade, one that's a little bit more bright than the champagne color, and putting it on the very inner corner tear duct. This will brighten up her eye even more and give it such a pop. We're also going to take this shade underneath the brow bone to lift her eye. So now she's going to demonstrate the eye look. First, we're starting off with primer. Next, she's going to go in with the crease shade. This is the transition color to make everything blend seamlessly on top. Now she's going to take the darker crease color on top, milk chocolate, and she's going to put that in her crease too, just to create more dimension. Now you're going to do the lid color, so she's going to spray her brush, and she's going to dip it into the champagne color and put it on the inner half of her eyelid. Next is the inner corner and eyebrow highlight, so she's going to use the same brush and go in on her inner corners and her brow bone. The inner corners will make her eyes look a lot brighter, and the brow bone will lift her eye. Now we're going to go in with an eyelash curler. I'm going to have her do both of her eyes just so I don't pinch her eyelid. An eyelash curler will lift the eyelashes. Next, we're going to take a lengthening mascara in complete black, and I'm going to have her look down and coat her lashes with this, front and back, so her eyelashes look very voluminous and long. Next, we're going to go in with bottom eyelash mascara. This is going to make her eyes look a lot wider and brighter. Now it's her turn to coat her bottom and top lashes. Now her eye look is completed. So now we're going to go in with her eyebrows. Her eyebrows are already very full, so we're just going to take a clear setting gel just to lock them in place all day. Now it's your turn. Now we're going to do a pink lip. The pink lip will tie in with the champagne on her eyelids, and it'll make her blue eyes pop. First, we're going to go in with a light pink lip liner and just go where her natural lip line is. You also want to fill the lip in just so it's all blended seamlessly. Now your turn to do the other half. Now we're going to go in with a pink lip gloss right over it. A lip gloss is good for the summer because it'll be dewy just like her cheeks. I'm just going to dab it right in the center to make her lips look a little more pouty. Finally, for the finishing touch, we're going to spray her face with the Dewy Finish Setting Spray. The Dewy Finish Setting Spray will lock everything in, make everything look very fresh, and her makeup will not budge in the hot summer heat. Final completed look. This side done by her, and this side done by me. It looks almost identical. I taught you well.